What's up, everybody? In this episode, this first one, well, not the first episode, but the first real lesson in this course, I want to go over the misconception. This is very important right here. If you get this right, pay attention here. So really pay attention because this is like half the course. This is like half of it right here. Just getting rid of the misconception that's been fed to us by this whole culture in general about just a bunch of superficial stuff, right? It's like if you think that women are just attracted to money, if you think that they're just attracted to abs or big muscles or just a sense of humor, sense of humor is really important, but you think they're just attracted to that or not really that though, more the superficial stuff. Like if you think I have to have a nice car, I have to have nice clothes in order to be seductive, you're wrong. I know you've maybe heard that from other people talking about this subject before and you've been thinking like, oh, that's BS. I'm giving you guys the real deal and I'm telling you right now, it's not BS at all. You could, because I remember when I was first learning this subject, I would listen to gurus and things like that. And they even said that really in this beginning that you could be broke, because that's how they would try to get you to buy their course material, right? They'd be like, you can be broke. And I was broke. I was living homeless and I was still banging out women in my car, whatever. They say all that. So, but really that is the truth. I'm definitely different than what they teach, and I'm going to show you why right here. But they're right in that point, and that's definitely the truth, that women are not just attracted to these superficial things, and that's what's created a lot of uncertainty and why the dating culture is the way it is today, because society's telling you, they're telling women and men that everything that's attractive is superficial, and men and women are like, they feel like they're supposed to be attracted to all this stuff, and then they're not. It's not though. It's not giving that real attraction, which we're gonna get more detail in that in this course. But first thing, just get rid of those previous beliefs. If you think that women are attracted to money, if women are just attracted, like I said, to big muscles or nice cars and nice clothes, like, yeah, all that is stunning, it's awesome, but it's not the attraction, it's not the seductive attraction that we're going to be talking about here that really gets you, with these women. And I didn't really go over that in the introduction. That's what you're going to be getting in this course. You're going to be able to, be able to choose the women you want to, like what you really find attractive. That's what's the goal in this course, is to get the woman that you really want, not just, be able to choose, if there's a girl that's a 10 in looks and a girl that's a 9 in looks, but she's a 9 in person and you're the personality you're attracted to, and the other 10 is just like a 5, you don't want her. You want the 9, right? You want to be able to choose, but right now it's like a lot of guys that aren't good with getting women, they're like, dang, they see a 10 and a 9 and they can't even approach them. They're scared, right? So I want to get you guys over that in this course. But yeah, so get rid of your previous beliefs, because that's one of the things that's holding people back from approaching women in the first place, because they feel so uncertain in themselves. They think women only want rich guy, and then they're not rich, so then they're scared to go up to them because they're fearful that they won't be attractive. So get rid of all that, and that's leads into the next point, which is all of the superficial you've been fed are lies. All that stuff that I just talked about, it's not true. Women don't just find that stuff attractive. Are they bonuses to if they find you attractive? Hell yeah. If a woman is attracted to who you are and you freaking rich, she's gonna be like, oh my god, I just hit the jackpot. But I mean, it's not like you can't just, and then there are women out there that are into the superficial, but you don't want those women anyways, right? So what I say doesn't apply to everybody, right? There is universal laws out there, but when it comes to this stuff, every people grow up differently and they find things different, but that's just everything's not going to apply the same to everyone. But you don't want people that are attracted to you for money anyways, right? Just like you wouldn't want friends like that. So the third point is, again, what most people believe to be true in society is actually not. So all that stuff it's not true. It's not what people really find attractive. That doesn't what builds that real attraction. So the next thing that I want to talk about is the gurus, and tell you that they're wrong, because they're the one that they don't preach really superficial on men, like you have to have money, because if you don't, because there's a lot of people don't have a bunch of money, right? And they want you to buy their course, so they're gonna tell you, you don't have to have money, because they want their target customer. So they're gonna tell you that, right? So they're wrong though when they tell you that you have to be the big super badass boss, and and they want you to think that superficial women are the ones that you want, like, oh, I'm going to teach you how to get a perfect 10s in the club. It's like they're selling you on tactics that work on these women that have a bunch of problems, but they're just put on a bunch of makeup and look like models in the club. Like, these tactics that they're teaching you are not real seductive, they're not real, and they're working on women that you don't really want. I'm not saying that all women who go to the club are bad, or all men who go to the club are bad, because I go to the club, right, and I wouldn't see myself as someone with problems. But I'm just saying, you get the gist of the kind of women that these techniques will really work on. So the gurus are wrong when they tell you that all this other stuff matters. Everything superficial, everything extra does not matter at the core, okay? And before you challenge me and say, but this, but that, it's like, let me just go through the course, and you'll really get the gist and understand what the point I'm trying to make is. So the next one is the fantasy can be real. And that's a big misconception out there, that love can't be real, that it's all fake. And that's where all these gurus are wrong at right there. It's like, they're telling you that it can't be fake, that women are just attracted to fake stuff, men are just attracted to women because they're asses and stuff like that. And they're just seen as sex toys pretty much. It's like nobody's preaching that love can be real, that the fantasy can be real. It definitely can. And the next point to prove that is, I was shocked, because young women are the ones who made movies like the Titanic and the Notebook, big successful movies. I'm sure you guys heard of those movies or seen them or whatever. They're big successes because of young women who want love. They crave that, and in a society where it's all people don't believe in that, they watch movies to they're like, oh my God, I want that. They're so attracted to the movie because that's what they want in real life, but they can't get it. So I know people are gonna say, but no. Nice guys, they finished last. I'm gonna get into that later. But the point right here is just saying that women really want what's real. And right here it says, cultural beliefs have impaired the vision of both men and women when it comes to love. Like I was just saying, it's really, we're all uncertain. There's so much people out there uncertain because people are telling them, it's not really direct, oh, you need to find this attractive. But the way that our culture is, it's like your friends are like, oh my God, bro. If you're with a girl that doesn't look like a model, they're looking at you sometimes. Not saying that you have bad friends or anything, or that people you're around are bad, but I mean, you judge. You're like, oh wow, she's not even that cute, man. What are you doing? It's like, but come on, it's not just about how attractive you are in the face. It's like, yeah, let's say you have a friend that's looking at you and your girl, and he's like, he doesn't say it to your face, of course, but he just doesn't think that she's attractive. But you're looking at his girl, and yeah, she looks like a model with all this makeup on, but then he has they are always arguing, and you and your girl are always happy together, bonding, everything. Which one would you rather have, right? And I'm not saying that this course is just going to teach you how to get girls that aren't attractive, but I mean, look at you, for example. Let's say that you're super good looking. Do you get women based on that, or are you also a good person as well, which makes you even more seductive, right? Or are you not good looking at all, but you can still get women because of how good your personality is? It's like, of course you want to have both, but the personality is always the best thing, right? It's real. You want a real connection with women. If you're just with a woman and she's a perfect model, or not a real model, but let's say that she looks like one, or whether she is or not, it's like, you don't want to be with someone that you can't connect with, that you can't bond with, right? Because that's not real. It doesn't build real attraction. That's the misconception. People are like, men are like, I need to get a girl with big boobs, and women are like, oh, I need to get this guy with money, or he needs to be super attractive, he needs to do this and that. It's like the culture is shaping us, and women not so much, because women, they're not into that much superficial, because they have guys hitting them up all the time, right? I mean, we know it's opposite for men and women. It's like women have an inbox full of men, and then men are like, the ones that are hitting up all these women. So it's like the women are like tired of the superficial, and they crave what's real, but then the men are like, no, the superficial works, blah, 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 blah. So it's just a huge misconception. And being the jerk that the gurus represent, it'll only get you women who feel that they deserve that. That's why it only works on these women that have problems, because they're broken inside. They feel like the only thing they have is their looks. Not all of them, of course. I'm not saying all women, if you wear makeup and look beautiful, that you're like this. No. But I'm saying, if you wear makeup and look beautiful and have a great personality, how much do you want that girl, right? That's what makes you super attractive. But when you're the one that's like, we're looking at you, and you have a reputation for problems or anything, it's like, when you're broken on the inside, it's just hard you don't want to deal with that kind of person. So being a jerk will only get you success with women who feel that they deserve that. And that should clear up why you shouldn't listen to these gurus at all, because their whole method is like, be the jerk, be the Push-pull method does work. There's definitely a place for that in seduction, but I mean, their whole philosophy is just be the big bad jerk, treat her like she's nothing because she's used to getting treated like royalty to needy guys, right? But it's just, I'll explain again more in depth on all these topics, but don't listen to these gurus when they're telling you that. Be this jerk, because that's only going to get you women who feel that they deserve a jerk. Why would a woman who values herself highly, the kind of woman that you want, take all this stuff, take being treated like a jerk from a guy that she barely met? Or even if you talk to her for a little bit, she's going to say, no, I value myself too much. If a woman tried to belittle you, if you're super needy loser, you might stay with her because, you feel that that's the best thing in your life or whatever. But if you're like a man that values himself, which, like I said, I'm going to go into these more deeper in these courses. But if you're a man who values himself, like, why would you put up with that? You know what I'm saying? So just being a jerk, it only gets, you attract what you are. And if you care about all the superficial, you only attract a woman who cares about the same thing. So this is why it's so horrible, because men are like, oh my God, I need to act like I have money to get women, right? So then they act like they have money. They don't really want to be this person that they're acting like they are, but they're doing it to be attractive to other people because this is what the culture believes is attractive. And then in the end, it's like everyone that they attract is only addicted to that superficial stuff that they give off, and then they're like, wow, and then they find out later down the line, you guys don't even like me. You guys just like me because my money or because whatever I was giving off to you guys that I was. And then it's like, I can't even be myself around you guys, and it's just such a big misconception. It's so unfortunate how things work out sometimes, but that's what I wanted to go over right here. So again, get rid of your previous beliefs, everything about the superficial that you're thinking about, it's all lies. Get rid of all that. And what most people believe to be true in society, it's actually not. That's what I'm saying. All these beliefs they're not true. It's creating so much uncertainty out there. And then the gurus are wrong. They're the way this method that they give off that you have to be a jerk, it's wrong. Remember, the fantasy can be real. You can have this real. That's what women want. Like I said, the young woman made these movies big successes because they want that. They crave that real attraction, real love. And if you don't want to be in love, if you just want to find one night stands, if you're looking for that, I guess you're really only going to have to get with the woman that wants that, right? So I guess this course isn't really if you just want one night stands. But I mean, depending on how good your game is, or, how much you really connect with a great woman, she might let you make love to her on the first night or whatever, It's just if you really want to have a good time with women, because that's the best sex, honestly, in my opinion, is when there's real attraction there. That's the only kind of good sex I get now. When you're actually attracted to her, she's actually attracted to you. It's like I'm done with the superficial. I've already been there and done that. It's cool, but after needy guys don't understand that. After you get all that, it's like it just becomes boring. It's not real sex. It's not real love. It just becomes boring. So remember, the fantasy can be real, and I know men want that too, right? I mean, you guys don't just want to be with the woman that is gonna. Some men really want that, I guess, the one night stands and stuff like that. But I'm cool off those. I don't know about you. So the woman, they want what's real. They want, and I advise you guys to take that into consideration as well. If you just want one night stands, like I said, that's on you. But yeah, this course, you definitely could use this course that way, because that's what people do, right? They pretend to act like it's real and then they don't. So that's what like a lot of the people do out there, right? Which sucks because it ruins it for people that are honest and stuff and really attracted to women. But most of the times, women will definitely catch on if you're being fake. That's what guys do, right? They pretend to want something real and then they don't. So even if you want to do that, that's where this course will serve you purpose. But if you just want women that are attracted to superficial things, I advise you to go ahead and go listen to the gurus. So the woman wants what's real. Being a jerk will only get you a woman who feel that they deserve that. And if you care about the superficial, you're only going to attract that. So if you want that, go ahead and be that. But if you want something more real, even if it's just for the night, even if it's just real for the night, that's what I like sometimes too. I'm not very, I don't really like getting into long relationships, but if we can have a good time for the night or two or whatever, we could be good friends afterwards. It doesn't matter. It's just having something real, at least for that moment, right? So if you're interested in that, keep going with this course. And even if you're not, just keep going, see what you learn. And I just wanted to get that out of the way. The misconception, that's very important. Learning that, I think that changed my perspective really, first learning about this. And honestly, it doesn't change right away, right? Because there's a lot of people thinking, oh, this is complete bullshit. But it's not. It's definitely real. It's honest, and it's what works. And if you want something real. So I'm teaching the real deal here. If you want superficial, go find superficial. This is the real deal here, guys. And trust me, applying this, learning more, you'll see why it makes sense, why it works the way it does. And just apply this, what you keep on learning, and you'll definitely see, you'll start believing in this stuff. So yeah, on to the next one.